Meta cinema is nothing new. The fourth wall lies in dust at our feet after decades of breaking it down over and over again. And yet I feel that the new Matrix sequel fittingly vanishes it forever. And that was the point. I'm Rustin Charmaine, and this is that series where I talk for about 1,000 words or thereabouts on something that I think's interesting and other people may or may not do. I guess we'll see. So there's another Matrix film. The first one changed cinema forever, revolutionising both the way action was shot but also the way sci-fi was presented. Its sequels came out too close to one another and got too lost in their own philosophical ponderings. I have a degree in philosophy, so I feel quite qualified in saying that. Don't at me. This sequel comes almost 2 decades on from then and feels completely unneeded, and yet, having watched it, I feel that it was entirely necessary. I adored it for the very fact that it wasn't very good. Lots of the negative reviews of this movie criticise the writing for focusing on the love story, needlessly recasting characters, and a reliance upon nostalgia. Did these reviewers all leave for a bathroom break during the Jefferson Airplane montage sequence? For those who did, the song White Rabbit plays, itself a reference to previous works in the series, as a focus group of writers sit cluttered around a table throwing buzzwords and ideas at one another, waiting to see which of their shits stick to the wall. The Wachowskis did not want to make this film, as evidenced by the fact that only one of them did. It's even referenced in the dialogue that Warner Brothers are forcing them to create a sequel, that they do not have an original idea to create and do not wish to revisit their most famous world. But if they don't, it will be made without them. So Lana decided that she might as well. Lana created a film designed to be a middle finger to the industry, a critique of the cash grab sequels and remakes that dominate our current climate. Even the most celebrated film of the year, at least in my head, Dune, is itself a remake and an adaptation of a famous novel. Novel ideas are ironically rare, and as is also spelled out in the dialogue, reboots sell. I'm not telling you that you need to like this film, far from it. The person who made it evidently doesn't like it, seeing as she spends the entire first third of the film shitting on the very idea of its existence. I'm just saying that disliking it for the reasons a lot of reviewers are stating makes you look a little dim. This is a cash grab sequel that sends up the idea of cash grab sequels made purely because somebody else would otherwise steal the right to make the cash grab sequel. For the first time in blockbuster cinema, we've gone all the way down the meta rabbit hole. Wow, that was nowhere near 1,000 words. Maybe this video could have been a tweet. Ah well, who cares. Like and subscribe if you want. Maybe I should have talked about Dune instead. Do I have more to say about Dune? It's fucking beautiful. Just look at it. And for those of you complaining, oh, it's only half a film, it doesn't even have an actual ending. Yeah, fair point. But just think, in 10 years, when it's all finished, we can watch the entire saga back to back to back. This generation's Lord of the Rings. Until they reboot it again, because that's all cinema is anymore.